Hey everyone, it's Keely here, and today I'm sharing a process video for Scrap Squad. Now, the lift that we're doing today is, well, not today, just today, it's this week, is a scrap lift which you can just see in my video there, and it's a heart made out of triangles. So it's a great opportunity to use lots of different pattern papers. And I just really love the look of it. So what I've started doing, which I've just skipped, is I cut some squares and they measured 2 by 2 inches. And then I cut those squares in half, creating some triangles. I then positioned them onto my layout to form the heart shape, and I actually used the original Scraplift just to get an idea of how I was meant to put this together, as I'd never created a layout like this before. And what I'm doing now is I'm just distressing the edges of each of the triangles. I really like this effect. And as well, if you look at the original, it looked as though the scrapbooker that created this had distressed the edges as well, but she'd also stitched, I think, around each of the triangles. Now I'm not going to do that, even though it does look really nice, but I'm not I'm not that good on my sewing machine. I think if I was to do them by hand it would probably be a lot neater, but I definitely couldn't do this on my sewing machine. So, and I'm just using my T-square ruler just to make sure those are straight, and then that way I can use that as a guide, the top row of triangles as a guide, to attach the rest of my triangles and keep those straight as well. So I won't make you watch me stick this entire thing down. The power of editing, I've skipped through all that for you, but I've stuck with a lot of the pinks and the blues for this, for the hearts, and that's the reason for that is the photo that I'm scrapping, which is more of a recent photo. It's from this year, and it's a picture of Darcy, and it was taken on her 5th birthday. Now obviously this year for her birthday it was in April and we was in lockdown. We couldn't have family round and we couldn't go out and do anything, so we were stuck at home for her birthday this year. So the week before, well, I'll start off with, firstly, Darcy wanted a party this year, so I knew I had to plan something that was going to be quite special for her, because obviously she weren't able to have her birthday party this year and have all her friends round like her friends had done previous to her. So the week before her birthday I was trying to come up with something, trying to think of a good idea that I can do for her. Now I knew that she was getting as a gift the new Frozen 2 on DVD. So I decided to create a home cinema with the Frozen 2 theme, and perk of having a scrappy mummy, I was able to make some things for us to be able to create this home cinema, and I made a sign which you'll be able to see in the photo. I made them little tickets to come into our living room to be able to watch the film, and Darcy had a special VIP ticket, and I also made little popcorn holders, and I'd stuck snowflakes all over everything, and she really loved it. And we'd got lots of snacks, so they were both high on sugar that day. But I think it was kind of the next best thing. She weren't able to have a birthday party, so we had this home cinema, and she really loved it, and she actually said that a few days later that it was the best birthday, and I'm so pleased that I was able to make it special for her. So this is definitely a photo that I want to scrap. Now the quality of the photo isn't great. The lighting wasn't very good because I didn't think to leave the curtains open. And I'd shut them obviously to create a dark room like a cinema, so the lighting wasn't great, and Darcy was so excited with everything. She's slightly blurred out in the photo, but I didn't let this it didn't put me off scrapping this photo. I really wanted to document this for her, because obviously you know, the whole lockdown thing is such a huge deal, and I want to make sure that lots of our memories of the lockdown and the things that we did throughout that period are in my albums, because I think it's such a big event in our lives that it's really important to document that. And I know a lot of other scrapbookers are documenting the time as well. Um, so what I'm doing now is, obviously in the original layout there's like a banner running across the corner of the heart, and I know in this collection that I'm using, which I didn't mention, and it's the All Girl collection by Echo Park, that there was a banner obviously in that corner, and there was a banner in this collection, so I knew straight away I was going to use that. I did have to trim it down just a touch so that it fit on my heart. My photo I have backed with some tissue paper and some white cardstock. And now, obviously again going with the whole lockdown theme and staying home, in this collection there's lots of dolls' houses. But the only thing is the dolls' houses all seem to have this wood grain border. Now I love the wood grain, but obviously I've not used anything else wood grain on this layout, so I trimmed that off. And I really wanted to use this doll's house because to me it resembled, you know, staying home. So I've used that, and now I'm just looking at other embellishments that I can bring in. Now in the original layout there wasn't a cluster on the left hand side of the photo, but because I wanted to use this house I felt like I kind of had to create the cluster there. So I do create a cluster there and a cluster on the top right corner as well. So I'm just, like I said, I'm pulling in a few embellishments and seeing what would work for this layout and for this photo. I've got a little dolly there. Darcy loves her dolls. And I love this little bear, and he's in that dark pink colour as well. So I've popped him there for now. He does get moved. Now I'm using a lot of the embellishments from the sticker book, and I have previously mentioned before that these sticker books are amazing. You get so much in them, and you get 2 of each sheet, so they really do stretch so far. I mean, I don't think I'll ever run out of these stickers, so I definitely recommend getting those if obviously if you're getting one of the Echo Heart collections. And I think these sticker books are quite new. I don't think I've seen them around before, but when I purchased this collection, I got the paper pack, obviously with the 12 by 12 stickers and this sticker book, and I don't really feel like I needed to get, you know, the chipboard or the die cuts as well. You just get so much in these books. So I've tucked the bear in the top right hand corner, and a word sticker that says memories. Just added that little speech bubble sticker there. I think that one says you're so cute. A little butterfly here, which I'm going to just pop down there. Darcy loves butterflies, so I've got to add those in. I'm just trying to add in things that work for Darcy and work for the theme of the photo. So I'm just having a look for a few other little bits. You get lots of flowers and in lots of the colours that are in the collection, so I'm using quite a few of those. Popping a bit of foam under that. I'd popped it on and I hadn't put anything underneath it to hold it on, and I'm having to do that with a couple of other stickers as well. Got a bit tongue tied there. So I'm just flicking through, seeing if there's anything else. And off camera I did pull out another sticker. I felt like I needed to bring in a little bit more of that black in that top corner, and there was this white phrase sticker with some black text on it, and it says you make life so sweet, which is very true about Darcy. Now for my title, I have black thickers, but I really needed a small alphabet. I didn't feel like a lot of the larger thickers that I have would work. I felt like it would have took over the page too much. Now I've done this quite a few times before, and I've used a black Sharpie and coloured in my thickers. Now this works fantastic because Once the Sharpie has dried, it doesn't smudge or anything like that, where I've used just black markers before, and they've smudged and they're smudged onto my layout and completely ruined the whole thing. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to do this, black Sharpies. They work fantastic. I'm yet to try other colour Sharpies, but I definitely think I would give that a go. And I've titled this Home Cinema. Quite simple, straight to the point. And I think now I'm going to come in and add a doodly border. Now on the original layout, they did have some like stamped arrows around the heart. Now I don't really want to do that. I'm not a stamper, if I'm honest. I don't really like stamping, and I don't have many stamps either. So I felt like I'd add in that kind of element, but with a doodly border around the whole of the page. And again, it just brings some more black around the layout as well. So I'm just doing that with a fine line pen. And I think this one was just a cheap one from Wilko, and it works perfectly fine. There'll be some close-ups coming up now. I'm just going to finish off by adding in a couple of gems into my clusters, and then yeah, that layout's finished. Please do check out Scrap Squad if you're not already a member. I will also add the link to the original layout that we scrap lifted below, and I can't wait to see what you do with this week's lift. Thank you for watching. Bye.